Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a Foundations Friday video. Today we are going to be talking about the Covergirl Clean Fresh Skin Milk. I was actually surprised to see these at Walmart today and I decided to get them in 3 different shades because I don't know what shade I am. Yeah, this is what we are going to be going over. I don't know why my camera's not focusing. There we go. So I have my shades in 550 light medium, 560 medium, and 570 medium tan. I figured I would find my cooler shade and then I would keep my darker shade for the summertime because I do get about 3 layers darker during the summertime. Before we prep the face, I want to see which foundation works the best. That one looks a little bit light. Let me see. It's actually has a watery consistency. See. It's not like super thick, but it has like a little bit of a runny consistency. I should probably shake this up. Yeah, I can definitely tell it's a little bit watery inside. So that was 550. I think I might end up keeping all 3 because CoverGirl isn't really that expensive. I think it only cost me like $9 and something cents. Oh yeah, I think that's definitely my shade. Yep. This shade right here is too light. That's the 550, but the 560 is definitely the right one. Okay, so we are going to prep the face. I also want to use some new products today because even though this is a Foundation Fridays video, it's actually a Tuesday that I'm filming this and it's also my birthday. So I wanted to try some new products and like kind of tell you guys something kind of funny that happened yesterday when I opened up my ColourPop package. I bought the Nude Mood collection and the Blush Crush collection as well. So it's really funny. I was kind of confused and I was like, you know what, this is not really that bad. But I mean, I might as well tell you guys now. So I ordered my collection separately because I bought one and my husband bought the other one for me. And I opened them up and you know the bundle's supposed to come with the shock highlighter and the eyeshadow palette and the 2 lippies that come in the bundle. Well, I opened my Blush Crush package and they ended up giving me 2 eyeshadow palettes and I was like, where's the lippy? But in a way, I'm not really complaining about it too much because for some reason when I opened up the eyeshadow palette, they seemed a lot smaller, so I kind of compared it to my other ones, the ones that have like the harder casing, and they're exactly the same size. I don't know, I guess it just looks a little bit different to me. Let's read a little bit about this. Okay, it's a skin milk. It's a nourishing foundation with coconut milk and aloe extract. It says that it has a dewy finish and it's also a vegan product. It blurs imperfections, even out skin tones, which is why I use the green elf primer because that is a tone adjusting face primer. I do get a little bit red in some areas, but it's just I just wanted to like color correct it just a little bit. It's sheer buildable coverage. So I'm assuming it's pretty light coverage then, but that's okay because I'm going to be at home anyways. It says it's an instant and all day hydration. So let's see how this goes. Oh yeah. It's definitely has a running consistency as you can tell. I want to wear this on my face all day and just do like a wear test on it at the end of the night. Yeah, it's definitely sheer. I would say it's very light. If you have dry skin, I think this is really nice for dry skin just because it's hydrating. That coconut milk really helps to nourish your skin, which is the one thing I really like about coconut milk. Here is it, you know, just blend it out. And then, you know, you can definitely tell the difference. You can still see my freckles, but you can see how light coverage it is. It's sheer, but it's like very dewy. I actually really like that. Dewy seems to be the thing this year. 2020 is all about that dewy skin. So I'm not complaining about that at all. I feel like this winter has been a little rough on my skin just because, you know, I'm still working with like the damage that I got from last winter. And so, yeah. But it's not too bad actually. It's not too bad this year just because I haven't been out too much. I don't really think I'm going to make this like too coverage just because I just want to keep it natural, very, very, very dewy. It's leaving some kind of streaking, which is weird. I don't normally have that problem with this brush. It works really well with the Juvia's foundation that I have, but let me see if I can go in with this with a sponge and then come back and like finish the foundation and talk to you guys about that. I need to wet my sponge too. Okay, so I put a little bit on my hand. It's very, very liquidy. I don't think it really works really well with a brush. But I think it'll definitely work a lot better with the sponge for sure. Let me just kind of fix this up all over the skin. And then I'm going to take a look at it in the mirror because my skin looked really textured for some reason, which is strange because I just exfoliated last night. And I didn't have any products on my face earlier today. All I wore was sunscreen and moisturizer, and so that's pretty much it. I only did my eyebrows and I did my own eyelash extensions, which if you guys want me to talk about that, I totally can. Just in case you guys did not watch my story on Instagram or Facebook, I talked a little bit about my eyelash extensions. But I'm happy that this matches my skin tone. That is the one thing I was like most concerned about. Is it gonna match my skin tone? And it really does. It does. Okay, so let's look at this real quick. Oh, that's weird. There's like some kind of like flaky stuff on my skin, and I don't know where that's coming from. That is so weird. It's like all over my cheeks, all the way up here. Even on the other side of my cheeks, I don't. Oh, there's a little bit on my forehead. I don't know what's causing that. Okay, now the sun is covered up by the clouds. What the heck is going on? Look, you can see it right there. I don't understand what's going on with this foundation. What the heck is it doing? It's just making these flaky... Oh my gosh. Oh shit. Well, this brush had some blush on it, and now my cheek is pink. My gosh. Okay. We gotta fix that really quick. Figure out why it's super flaky, and we're just gonna go from there. Cause so far I'm not happy about what just happened. I don't know if this is worth keeping. I really liked it at first because if you look at my face, it's definitely light coverage. It's very dewy, which I really like. It matches my skin tone, which is great. But it's just like flaking. I don't know if that's because of my moisturizer or sunblock, or maybe it's the primer. I haven't used this primer in a long time. I don't know if it's expired. It could be that. I'm gonna give it a second chance later on in the future, like maybe sometime this week. Try it with a different primer and then see what happens. But for it right now, I'm going to fix this and we're going to continue because I still want to know how it works throughout the day. My face feels a little bit itchy. I don't know why, but I'll be right back. Okay, so I fixed my face and I noticed that I've got a pimple coming up out of nowhere, which is, well, the light's in my face. I can't like relax my eyebrows, but it's like right there. And I'm like, that was not there before. I don't know what's going on with this foundation, but it's driving me crazy. This is not exactly what I wanted to happen. So we're just gonna jump into the next product while we... I really don't know if this foundation is worth it anymore. Okay, I'm gonna go in with my Pretty Vulgar concealer. I got this in my BoxyCharm. I have mine in the shade Undercover, the middle ground. I think I'm gonna keep it very soft glam, like maybe very natural looking, so. I think I'm definitely gonna have to use powder with this look, just because, you know, the foundation was kind of flaky and I want to avoid that. I haven't really had the chance to like use this concealer very much, so that's why I chose to use it right now. This foundation makes my skin look really textured in the sun. For some reason, it kind of burns underneath my eyes. I don't know why. It's kind of weird. I've only used that concealer one time. Oh yeah, I like this concealer a lot. It fixes the found. Actually, that concealer is actually very lightweight, even though it says medium coverage. I would compare it to the Too Faced Radiance concealer. It's very similar to that actually. It's not as good as that, but I think that would be a good dupe for it because I think that concealer is only $18 if I remember correctly. So yeah, I really like it. Just gonna use my Beauty Bakery flower in the shade yellow, and this is actually one of my favorite powders. They're really, really good. So I'm not gonna be baking, so I'm just gonna pat the powder in just to set the under eyes, and then okay, so far was having some troubles with the foundation, but with that concealer in general, with the rest of the look that we have so far, it actually fixed a lot of the problem. I think the primer was the issue. I really do think so. I haven't used that primer in a long time, and I don't remember the last time I used that primer, to be honest. Alright, I think that's all the powder I'm gonna do. I think we're good on the rest of the face. It looks really, really nice. It looks very clean, very natural. It doesn't look like, you know, I have a lot of makeup on, because I really don't. This is actually pretty much like wearing another layer of skin is what I would call it. It's very dewy, it's very natural. It's like, I would say like a tinted moisturizer is what I would compare it to be honest, except it has more coverage than the ColourPop tinted moisturizer, even though I like that formula a little bit better, but that's more light coverage. Even though this says that it is sheer buildable, I would say, yeah, it has a little bit more coverage though than it just being sheer. I would say it's like light to medium, but it looks really, really good so far. I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Bronze Please in the shade number 3. We're not going to like over drastically bronze, just a little bit, because I notice it does throw my face off a lot if I bronze it too much. Makes my face look obviously darker than my neck, and so I'm going to use my ColourPop Fresh and Peachy pressed powder. I recently discovered these like Wet n Wild like brushes. They're actually really good. Really, really good. I've been looking for like a stipple brush, and I couldn't find one. I thought Elf would have one, but they're too expensive, and then I saw this and I was like, that's exactly what I've been looking for. So I ended up buying it, and I use this for all my blushes. It's perfect. When it comes to applying blush, I feel like people don't know how to apply blush correctly. I do mine differently, of course. But, you know, when it comes to wearing blush on your face, you're actually supposed to, like, apply your brush, like, right underneath your eye. So it'd be, like, right here. I didn't know that. I actually learned that from Scott Barnes. Um, Tati Beauty. She always has him on her channel a lot, and so I like listening to like the stuff that he says about makeup. His advice is like, I try to follow some of his advice and try to use it into my routine. I think when it comes to finding the right blush shade for your face, you should never, it's got to be like accommodating your skin tone, if you know what I mean. You don't want to wear like blush that's like super pink. If you're trying to go for a very natural look, it should be very blush-like. Kind of like, you know, like when you pinch your skin and it brings a little bit of like that rosy color to your cheeks. It should be very, very natural if you're trying to do something natural. I've seen people try to claim they have no makeup on, but their blush is like obviously there. because nobody ever has cheeks that pink or red. Like, it's very obvious. You can't lie about not wearing makeup when it's very obvious you have makeup on. Like, come on, girl. Come on. I can't decide whether or not I want to use Blush Crush or Nude Mood. I feel like my face looks a little pink. So let's go with Blush Crush. We are going to start with Love Sick. I'm going to put that above my crease. I'm going in with Made You Blush right here in the middle. And with the same brush, I'm going to... I want to try this new technique. It's pretty much like going in like a rainbow shape over the eye. So a little bit above the crease. It's supposed to make your eye look more like it's popping. Wow. Thank you, cloud, for covering up the sky. Just don't take too much of my light away. Going in with Cheek to Cheek, which is this bottom one right here. I really like these shade combinations. It's very mauve. Especially with these eyelash extensions that I just did this morning. That looks so good. Oh my gosh. I just saved myself like $80. So let's see. I don't know what I want to do next. Let's see. I'm gonna use How Rouge, which is like this kind of like rosy, glittery kind of color, and deepen out the rainbow because we're gonna put a different color on the lid. Let's cover the lid with, let's see, I can't decide between Enamored or Blossom Up, which is pretty much this shade. I think I'm gonna go with this one, yeah. This look is so pretty, it's so soft. Anyways, let's move on. We are going to set the face with spray and then real quick apply the highlighter. But first, let's talk about that. I love this packaging. It is so pretty. Like, oh my god. When I opened it up, first of all, I already liked the packaging because it had like that 3D effect, and like the outline of the flowers had like a decal kind of shine to it, like a gloss. And then I took the highlighters out of their packages and whoa bam! I really, really adore these decals. Like, oh my god, my two favorite flowers in the world. I love roses and I love peonies. My two favorite flowers in the world that they had to pick for this collection. Oh my god. It's like the perfect birthday gift. It really is. It's like the perfect birthday gift. Oh my god, I just love that. And I like that it's not like the Soul Body like body highlighters. It's actually a Super Shock highlighter, which I was not expecting at all. I have mine in the shade You're a Catch. So we're gonna open that up and look at that because I'm so excited. I already swatched it yesterday, so this is what it looks like. It's got like a marble kind of color to it, so it's like pink and silver. Pink and silver and like kind of gold. Alright, so I'm going to go in with the brush. I always wondered why it didn't work so well with the brush, but it works well with the fingers. So I've got some on the brush. Oh my gosh. Woo. Holy moly. It's very brightening. I might have to like whoa. Super brightening. Let's kind of like blur that out just a little bit. Holy moly. Okay, I really didn't have to go in for more. Let's put a little bit on the lips. Alright you guys, and here's the final look for the lips. All I did was use a blush stick and I used some of my Agave lip therapy. I hope you guys enjoyed this Foundation Friday. I will give you guys an update on this foundation a little bit later on. So far I'm actually loving it now. I don't know why, but yeah, I am. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. Very nice, very soft glam, very nice for my birthday. Happy birthday to me, of course. Yay. You don't want to know how old I am, but I tell everybody I'm 23. But I'm still in my 20s though. I'm not nowhere near my 30s. Well, I'm kind of near there, but I'm not in my 30s, if that makes sense. But I'm definitely still in my 20s, so that's all that matters to me. Whew. I already feel like an old lady, so I don't need to be anywhere near there. So again, thank you guys for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share. I really appreciate it, you guys. Bye.